Welcome back, everyone, to Jface Games. Today I'm talking about tools, right? Tool sets or tools that you can utilize for running your game. And mainly, I want to build more of these. And I want to build more of these for the community that I have. And so what I want to show here is my website, right? So if you're unaware, I have a website called jfacegames.com. And here it is. And I'm going to give you the vision of what I want to do with it, but this is almost like a question of should I do this, right? So if you go to the website now, there's a couple games here that have been not reviewed. I don't do reviews necessarily. What I'm doing is mechanical breakdowns. So very similar to the videos I do. So when I do a video, you see I have this particular format, and you can see here that it follows that format. What's the resolution mechanic? What's the character design? Here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little bit more. Etc. Right? And so I do a breakdown of this and I put this up on the website, right? Now, what else does this website do though? So that's the main thing is I have these reviews, so to speak, mechanical breakdowns of these games, right? The other thing is that all these little channels on the left here, none of them work. There's a couple of them do. This base resolution one does, this attribute skill one does, but these, you can see they don't highlight because I haven't built them out. But in essence, what these do is that here are the base resolutions thus far that I've looked at. There's one, nope, these are them. And you can see here are the games that are associated with those base resolutions, right? And if you clicked on one of them, it would take you to that game. Now, attributes and roles and skills, here are all the attributes that are in all the games that I've talked about on here. And you can see which games these attributes are related to. And then down at the bottom here are all the skills, right? And these skills, it's a massive list, and so I might reformat this, but I could literally click around through the bottom here and it would show all the skills in alphabetical order, and there's a ton of them, right? Now, what else does this website have? The other thing I have over here is I have this quest generator, so you can click here and you can get, the quest generator is not operational. I have the non-player character where you can choose the different non-player characters you want, so here's a full NPC, here is a quest-giving NPC, so here's a quest. Here's a quick NPC, and this is a reference to the different influences, different games that were influenced in this sort of making of these. The other big one I have on here is the encounter, and this is the only other one I have here. I've done a video, I believe, on this, where this is what I mean by tools. This is showing that if you click this, you're going to get this encounter, and the encounter has what's the goals, what's the setting, what's another potential win condition, right? What's an NPC there that you might be able to talk to? Is there a timer? And then this is the thing I think is really cool, which is I broke down monsters into types, right? So range, summoner, leader. And I then listed potential abilities they might have that you might want to use. And then this is a whole map. So you can see it right here. This is a layout of what the encounter might look like, zones-wise. And then this is showing what are those zones potentially look like. So this is showing zone elevation 4, elevation 1. So that means this zone is a lot higher than this zone. And then what you can do is you can click on any one of these things and it shows you more content, right? And it all should be in the theme of ruins, right? And one of the other things I added in here is stuff like this, where you have these, the room design is based on ICRPG, where you have things like barrier or you have kiting, etc., right? So I love this. I love building this. I thought it was fun to build. I find it useful. I have a Patreon now that if you're a member of, it's free to be a member of. And here is a video I did where I was doing a low prep session where I used the Tome of Adventure Design. I used some Chat GPT, trying that out. And I also used that encounter design to come up with, in essence, a session in like an hour, right? Hour and a half maybe. So here's the deal. This is where the question to the audience. I don't have a visit counter on here, so I have no idea if anyone using this website except for me. And the other thing is that the thing I'd like to do, I don't know if anyone would care, right? So here's what I'd like to do. And, it doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, I should just do something that I want to do because I think it's fun. But I have time as a resource, and I got kids, and I got other things, other projects that I like to be doing. So it's one of those, I got to prioritize. But here's what I thought would be awesome. I would like to take all of these different games, and I would like to take all of their mechanics. All right, so let's go to another one. Let's go to Dragonbane, and take all of these sort of mechanics here and make them all into little packets. Like right now they are technically packets of information, but they don't have particular headings to them, right? Meaning that if there's a mechanic on health, naming that mechanic of health so that it has a distinct packet of it, information to it. And then what you would do is you would have another link up here that's randomized tabletop RPG, right? So you could go to that just like the encounter builder. And when you click it, it would randomize, would spit out a random RPG for you, meaning that it would give you a random theme, a random setting, that kind of thing, but you could do whatever you want with that. But it would randomly give you a different base resolution, randomly give you different attributes or skills, randomly give you different character design concepts, randomly give you different action economies, and maybe it gives you options, like 2 options of each, and then you can piece them together how you want. But I love this idea because I think it would be very inspirational and very interesting. Also, I love this as being a fully fledged library at some point in time of game mechanics, right? Like, what are some key building blocks for Magic systems, and what do different games do for Magic systems, and could we name those in particular, right? So this is the kind of thing I'm interested in potentially building out, and I would love building out, but I'm not going to build it out if I'm the only person using it. And I think that the challenge that I run into is a lot of my audience are already building their own individual games. And so I don't think they utilize this tool. I think the audience I have is a lot of game designers. And so they're looking to do things themselves and craft it. And I wonder if a lot of these tools are actually for people who are a little bit more like fledgling DMs who are looking for tools to help them. But I don't know. That's the video. I'd be curious what you guys think. I would love to hear your feedback. I'll tell you what, if I get a ton of likes on this video, I will take that as, oh, you should probably do this. Or if I get a ton of comments that are saying, I would love to see that kind of thing. However, if I'm getting like, I don't know, 10 people just saying, yeah, it sounds cool, then I'm probably not going to move forward with it. But we'll see. All right, guys. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like button, and I'll talk to you later.